top 6, but it's Perth, the Jets, Sydney FC, and today's home team, Western Sydney, whose grip is slipping on finals football. So a hot afternoon out at Wanderers Football Park, as it often is, 27 degrees, roasting in the afternoon sun. So off a heavy defeat last week, let's have a look at how Western Sydney line up tonight, the home side. A string of 3 changes to their starting 11 as the frustrating run of injuries continues. Sophie Harding is out of the squad altogether. She picked up a labrum tear in last week's match, and so Bronte True comes in to lead the line for what is her starting debut. Ina Harada and Kush LaRue also return to the starting 11, moving Talia Younis and Millie Bennett to the Pine. It's a very warm welcome return to Holly Caspers, who after a torrid injury run is named in the matchday squad for just the 2nd time this season. Let's have a look at the travelling team. 1 change to the starting side for Brisbane as Holly McQueen returns to the fray following her 1-match suspension for the red card she picked up against Perth. Leah Varley is unavailable, having come off injured last weekend, while on the bench, Marielle Ecker is replaced by Danielle Tan. So players just slowly starting to make their way out onto the field. The substitutes as the starting 11's just been held by the officials, waiting for things to get underway. And it was a heavy defeat last week for the home side. The Western Sydney Wanderers fall in by 4 goals to 1 up against Western United. But the visiting team, Brisbane Roar, they arrived this afternoon with a win. A narrow 1-0 win it was against Wellington Phoenix back home last weekend for the Roar. So a little bit of momentum after what had been a tricky few weeks for them. All fun and games at Wanderers Football Park. In fact, a little earlier this afternoon, the Wanderers held a girls-only football clinic ahead of kickoff. A really wonderful initiative to get young players down to learn a few foundations of the game, and I dare say a number of those young players will have stuck around to support the home team tonight.
Yeah, they're watching over there, they've got good eyes.
Well, just last checks and balances taking place over in the far corner at Wanderers Football Park. It's this fixture, along with Sydney FC, Western United kicking off at the same time this afternoon to see out round 15 of the Ninja A-League.
And then you give me your other hand? Okay, I'm going to have to walk out with him. I don't think they're able to work together.
Oh, wonderful to see some of those young players, the little mascots, having an excellent time as they hold the hands of the players, their heroes, out onto the field. There is Bronte True, 22-year-old. Well, she's made 10 appearances off the bench in her first A-League season, but tonight she gets the nod for her first ever start. The Macarthur Rams product in the most recent NPL season. It's a big night for the young midfielder in front of family and friends, but she's come in for the injured Sophie Harding, so she'll be leading the centre of attack tonight. It's hard to ignore Grace Kualamu at the moment. The 17-year-old scored the lone goal last weekend for her 5th of the season, and tonight is just her 16th ever A-League game. She's recovered remarkably well from an ACL injury last year and has returned in good form to the Raw this season. So lineups underway here on a pristine looking Wanderers Football Park.
The one's in the green.
So handshakes to boot as players go through the last formalities.
I still got coin toss and ball delivery. Alright, you girls gonna get ready soon? Ready? Alright, come on.
Those adorable little mascots just been gently shuffled off the field of play.
They're running everywhere.
Well, it's been a tough week for the boss, Jeff Abrahams, as the string of injuries continues for his side. The last 5 games has seen 12 goals conceded. So no doubt defence and a focus on tightening up things at the back part of today's game plan. Tonight's centre referee, Georgia Ghirardello, vastly experienced. She's assisted this evening by Emma Kotzbeck, Amber Morris, with Mia Velarde on 4th official duties. Well, Alex Smith spoke to media in the week and threw down the gauntlet for this afternoon's game. He said the team has every intention of taking all 3 points back to Brisbane. He spoke of a fantastic week at training and is hoping the win over the Phoenix last weekend was the catalyst to push the team back into a good run of form. So a warm evening across Western Sydney. Understood there will be drinks breaks this afternoon, 1 in each half. As the Wanderers players group together, last chats, last instructions from the captain, Amy Harrison, you see in the armband there. And the home side absolutely desperate for what would be just a second win of the season. At the other end of things, Brisbane Roar sitting a little more comfortably on the league ladder. They're in 4th coming into tonight's game. So last instruction, last chats, all but done. As it will be the home side, the Western Sydney Wanderers, with Kickoff getting things underway in their red and black. Tamika Yallop. Oh, what a season she is having for Brisbane Roar as well. It's the sound of summer as the cicadas ring out across Wanderers Football Park. And we're underway, getting things started for this round 15 Ninja A-League clash is the Wanderers. Just 9 games remain of the regular season, including this one. 2 sides facing a fairly different looking finals prospect as it stands. Well, a win for the Wanderers this afternoon unfortunately wouldn't budge them off the foot of the table. They're sitting on 6 points, 4 behind last year's champion, Sydney FC. But playing for pride, and 3 points means a big afternoon for the red and black. And they've started with a bit of possession. Sina Harada happy to send things back to Captain Harrison. That's a nice ball, slipped through as well. Matos gets forward, setter in charge. Not quite dealt with at the back by Brisbane, and in comes Saveska. Well, chance her luck in the 18-yard box, and why not in the form that Sienna Saveska has seen this season. Maybe an early warning sign to the Brisbane Roar as well. On the other hand, 3 points for the Roar this afternoon as they play short out of this goal kick. It would also keep them in 4th spot as that pass is intercepted well by Liv Price. But Yallop can stream forward for her team. Looks to release the run of Grace Kualamu. But Harrison, well, she's beaten to it in the end by Kualamu. Kualamu centering pass to Yallop, turns on the corner of the 18, looks for the shot, just a little wide by Yallop. And what looked to be easily dealt with at the back by Amy Harrison or Grace Kualamu. Managed to nip in front, steal back possession and create somewhat of a half chance for the visiting team. As I was just saying, a win for the Roar, it would keep them also in 4th spot, but edge them just that little bit closer as they nip at the heels of Adelaide United, who have a 5-point buffer over them coming into tonight's game. So really a fixture, a game that won't fundamentally change the ladder, but the points and the goal difference we know can be the deciding factor at the pointy end of the season. So the chase is well and truly on.
Get a foot to it!
Strong words from the sideline as Brisbane Roar look to drive forward. The centering pass, well, it was scrapped uncomfortably as Sham Karmas came out to impact the play. The marauding run from Emily Pringle causing a danger down this left. A moment, almost miscommunication as the Roar will get the first corner for the afternoon. Tamika Yallop on set-piece duties. One arm in the air. Yallop's corner, looped in onto the head of Sham Karmas, gets a punch away, and now Kush LaRue can drive forward. Took the shoulder from Rue, looks to release the run. But another chance driving forward in her starting debut is Bronte True, and the strike a little unconvincing from True as she was gifted an opportunity at the back. Well, it's just prodded through. Good pressure shown by the Western Sydney Wanderers, and True will want that one back.
Well done, Bronte, no dramas, well done. Go, one. Matt, go, Matt.
Komski back in her fullback role after returning from that shoulder dislocation as Lainey Fry left that one a little short, but works hard to regain possession for the Roar.
Gracie, in the pocket.
Now Brisbane can look to settle things. Here's Yallop. Brings that one down well. Cuts inside. Yallop just trying to pick out a pass. That one also a little short, but Woods has done well. Well, the opening 5 minutes have been quite a flurry. End-to-end stuff, chances at either end, a couple of nervy moments. But now Yallop looking to fashion something for her team. Here's Pringle. Bit of fancy footwork, and that's a solid challenge coming through from Harada. Wanderers throw. The vastly experienced Liv Price. Game 129 in the A-League for Liv Price. Roos throw. Nodded inside by Chisari. McQueen is first to it. Lainey Fryer releases Delahaye. And down the line, looks to return in kind the pass, but asking a bit too much of the recently called up Matilda Lainey Fryer. Invited into She Believes squad as part of the Matildas campaign coming up in a couple of weeks' time. Confident touches by Captain Harrison. Komski's pass is interrupted. Listen, inside to Woods. Now McQueen, well, left a little bit short on the edge of the box, and Sienna Saveska makes absolutely no mistake. She simply can't stop scoring. It's a tidy finish for her 7th of the season, and Saveska joins the race for the Golden Boot. What a season this young striker is having. Picked up on the edge of the box, capitalises off the Brisbane Roar error. She wasn't going to miss from there.
Not standing there, dropping, asking the ball, want the ball.
Well, it took an error at the back, a slight giveaway. Nothing on that occasion that the American shot stopper Sakani could have done. And she was gifted an earlier opportunity as well. Saveska, in one of the first kicks of the game, You don't want to give a player like Sienna Silvestre, who is in the form she's in, that kind of chance. A gift of a goal, but taken really well. And so the Wanderers have taken an early lead, the home side at Wanderers Football Park. And Alex Smith on the sideline will not be happy with the way his team has started. Bronte True. Idea's right. Didn't quite have the supporting players around. Right. Connects with Woods.
Control.
Delahart looks to keep things moving for the visiting team. Picked up again in the middle of the park. Chisari does well for the Wanderers. The run of True is good, cuts inside, gets the touch away, and McQueen, unconvincing, slips on the ball, hooks it out ultimately for what looked to be a corner. But referee Georgia Ghirardello has said that there was a foul in that tangle. We'll have another look here. Well, McQueen's just slipped on the ball on that occasion.
Well done. Well done.
Not entirely clear where the foul was, but Bronte True has made a good start. Long ball over the top, drops to the feet of Amy Harrison. And so the opening, not even 10 minutes, has been an interesting one.
Push, go, high. Over. Shift it again, quick, do it quick.
Well, shouts from McComiskey, searching for Bronte True over the top. You heard the voice of McComiskey saying, Bronte, go. But again, just given up a little too loosely by the Roars midfield. Price can face forward. Liv Price cuts in on her left. Nice footwork by Price. Does get the shot away. Sakani down to her left. Well, the Wanderers have a bit about them. Just a couple of occasions in front of the 18-yard box. The Brisbane Roar midfield have coughed up possession all too loosely. Here's True. Helps on. Silvestre goes for the first time strike, but Zara Krueger applied good pressure. Long clearance is heaved forward. Amy Harrison tidy at the back. Which is hurried by Grace Kualamu. Sees it out for a Brisbane Roar throw-in. Here's Delahart. Irish international is Deborah Ann Delahart. Connects with Kualamu. Now Delahart. Looking for the cross. A few too many Wanderers players to beat, including that of Amy Harrison, who's had a busy start to this encounter. Muscled off the ball by Holly McQueen, and well, frustrations for the Wanderers again. They're not quite sure where the foul exactly was. Maybe that little shirt pull there. Yep, that will be enough on that occasion. Silvestre, just a tug of the shirt of Holly McQueen.
Come on, Wanderers, first contact!
And now a really good position for the visiting side. A right of reply, and it's Chelsea Blissett standing over the ball. Just assessing the options. Plenty of numbers forward for the Roar. Just setting the wall is a referee. So Sham Karmas has set 3 in her wall. Blissett's delivery has good quality behind it. Pringle drops to her feet, nudges it forward, hasn't been dealt with off the line. Still not cleared. Drops to Krueger, the shot blocked. Still alive for Roar. Here's Yalla. Ball back in. Nice ball as well. Nodded away. The glancing header, Pringle. Good acceleration. Harad has done well. Well, an exciting little patch there after what was a really lovely ball in to the far post by Chelsea Blissett. Harrison's clearance only as so far as into the legs of Kush LaRue, and then it was a bit of a goalmouth scrap. Second corner of the afternoon for Brisbane. They'll get another chance here. You see that Breeze just slightly moving the corner flag. He'll pull that ball back towards the goal. Yallop's delivery. Perhaps that wind at play was a little too strong on that occasion.
Reset now, girls! You go, push.
So perhaps a chance to reset, to take a big deep breath and start again. Wanderers with a narrow 1-goal lead, with thanks to Sienna Saveska. The high press from Brisbane Roar coming through here. Squeaks under the foot of Amy Chisari. Lainey Fryer releases Delaharp. Delaharp's cross is not a bad one either. Some tempting balls put into the 18-yard box. Bronte True has come to do some tidy up. Fryer.
Get in front! Get in front!
Now McQueen. Delaharp again. Kualamu looks to drop that off to Tish Woods, but it's left a little short. Wanderers look to hit on the counter. Good defensive effort by Emily Pringle, shown to slow Kush LaRue down.
Give us one! Give us one, Ref! Ref, give us one!
A little tug of the shirt there, you can see that one as well.
The stuff before that as well, yeah? We might have found afterwards, but the stuff before
Well, just eavesdropping in on the voice of Jeff Abrahams, who's not too happy with the treatment his team's received in the opening few minutes, as that one's going to trickle all the way through to goalkeeper Sham Karmas. Well, without a doubt, the busiest goalkeeper across the course of the Ninja A-League. Sham Karmas has made 70 saves this season. And maybe another not too far away, but that's neatly done by the Wanderers' defence. Perhaps a stroke of fortune there as the pass went awry, but the Wanderers have managed to find a way forward. Off the head of Matos, back to Sakani, who no-nonsense clearance clears all heads of Brisbane Roar players.
Step in, push, go, go. She's not under pressure, go.
Lainey Fryer anticipates that pass well. Woods is taken out, her legs
Back up, just send it, please. Push.
taken out from underneath her as Kush LaRue chops in front of the run of Tish Woods.
Push. If she's not under pressure, forward runs. If she's not under pressure, forward runs. That's your player.
So 4 fouls so far to the Wanderers. Zip at the moment to Brisbane. So there haven't been all that many games where Brisbane Roar have conceded the first goal. Just 4 of their 14. But maybe not in the best news for Alex Smith's side. Of those 4 games that they've conceded the first goal, they've gone on to lose all 4. But they'll need to mount an attack and find a response. They might be able to do so through the likes of Tamika Yallop. Releases Delaharp. Delaharp gets the eyes up. A little jink back on the left and has some support underneath through Krueger. Krueger trying to create space for the cross, but it's defended well. So Brisbane yet to register a shot on target. Delaharp's throw ricochets off the head of Kualamu, who does get the shot away. Kualamu, centering ball is a neat one. Prodded off the foot. Pringle, her shot blocked. Still alive with Brisbane, here's Blissett. Now Woods. Woods cross in. Not bad shape about it, but a little too long on that occasion. Easy pickings for Shamkamis. Well, for half a moment there, it looked as though Grace Kulamu was going to get the shot away herself. Unselfish play to release Lainey Fryer. Here's Blissett. Inside to Krueger. Nice little turn on the ball by the midfielder. Fryer chases down her own touch. Here's McQueen. Inside again to Fryer. Picked up well by Chisari. Possession won neatly. Releases the run of Bronte True, who has Hoyos, the 16-year-old, to beat. True holds up play, needing a bit of more support. Finds it through Silvestre. Shouts for a handball on that far side. Little frustrated shake of the head from Silvestre. Wanderers throw. Here's Bronte True again. Well, the cross does come in eventually. Pringle muscling at the far post against Kush-LaRue. Now Yallop with a little bit of space.
Other side.
Parada just sizes up the competition. The release ball to find Fryer is a little too long.
That's a goal for you.
Well, possession largely in the favour of the visiting side. It was back in round 4 when these two teams last met on the 22nd of November. A dominant performance that day by Brisbane, 4-0 the scoreline. Thanks to a brace from Ronu Hayashi and one apiece for Yallop and Pringle, but no Hayashi today, and certainly this Brisbane Raw side is missing her. She's been a wonderful introduction to the Ninja A-League, Hayashi. Excellent set piece taker. Dominant presence at the back as well. Krueger's touch. Now McComiskey into her own player. Yallop tries to create something, and Karmas is aware of the danger. Price does well to get the ball out from underneath her. She's brought to ground. Referee has a little think about it. Gets a free kick.
Let's go, girls. You have to want this game. You have to play.
Just a little clip of the heel there from Chelsea Blissett, bringing Liv Price to ground.
We're going to let it go. Yeah. Well done. That 2 metres makes a massive difference. Good work.
A little cynical on the sideline, Jeff Abrahams, writing his every word. And again, that pass is just read really well by the Wanderers midfield. And a few times now we've seen that intercepts. McQueen is marshalled through by True, who hassles well, looks for a cross. Matos streaming in, it escapes the touch of Liv Price, and she knows she needed to do better on that occasion. Kulamu. But Ella Buchanan strides out really well, tidies up.
Good.
McComiskey.
Sorry, get on it. Sorry, get on it.
She's been a much welcomed reintroduction into the squad, Maddie McComiskey. Mentioning earlier that shoulder dislocation back in round 2, the 10th of November. She came back last week, looked really sound.
Just anticipate that one, mate. Enough, central.
All right, Georgia, we've got a minute each till the drinks. We're going to do them really short.
So you got Livia, Sienna tuck in.
We've got the heads up on the drinks break as well there, coming shortly through from the 4th official. You can hear the instruction in a minute or so. There'll be the first drinks break on a hot afternoon, as that's won really well. by Price. Well, again, a couple of raised eyebrows on the direction of the free kick. Well, you can see the grab on the arm, Liv Price bringing Lainey Fryer to ground. Referee Georgia Girardello is not having a bar of it. But Blissett's delivery last had good quality about it. And again, perhaps just before a drinks break, some good numbers in the box to try and find an equaliser. The delivery, high, long, into the hands of Karmas. Harmless in the end. Here's Buchanan. Matos inside to Silvestre, looking to find their way out of pressure. Coming together of bodies is a little clunky. Matos, hurried by Fryer. And Chisari inside. That one will trickle out for a Wanderers throw-in. So first drinks break of the afternoon, of course. Brisbane Roar without Sian Fryer. The club confirming across the week that she unfortunately is out for the remainder of the Ninja A-League season with an ankle injury. So devastating for Sian, devastating for Brisbane Roar and Matilda's fans as well. That's a huge loss for the Brisbane Roar. So have a quick look back at the opening goal, which came off the boot and off a bit of a poor giveaway at the back. The touch off McQueen into an on-rushing Sienna Silvestre, which is such a technical player. Just a little scrappy we've seen on a few occasions from the Roar. Still, Silvestre had some work to do, picked her spot, picked it really nicely, and Bronte True there to celebrate. So with Sienna Silvestre finding the back of the net for the 7th time this season, she joins the Golden Boot race, which is a pretty busy looking line. On 7 goals for the season. Well, now Sienna Silvestre, Tamika Yallop, Lainey Fryer, M. Gilnick, Fiona Wirtz, Holly McNamara, Carly Johnson. It's quite the bottleneck. And it sets up for what should be an exciting tail end of the season. 8 games to play after round 15. So drinks breaks, done and dusted. Still a steamy 27 degrees out at Wanderers Football Park. A healthy looking crowd as well. Wonderful to see a good amount of support behind the home side. A really tough season they've had. Just the 1 win across their 14 games. 3 draws, 10 losses. Hasn't been the happiest of viewing. For Brisbane Roar, on the other hand, of their 14 games, they've 8 wins, 6 losses. They're the only team in the competition that hasn't drawn. Brisbane Roar. So play gets underway again. Session back with the Western Sydney Wanderers.
Go, get it, Matt. Good, Sienna, get on it, Sienna.
Of course, Brisbane today without Leah Varley. She went down last week in the game against Wellington, and she's been a staple at the back for the Roar. Perhaps feeling a little missed today in that solidarity No Leovali, no Momo Hayashi, no Sean Fryer. But some defending to do here. Here's Chisari. Manages across, is blocked by McQueen.
Well done, well done.
McQueen happy to clear for distance. Matos takes the throw quickly.
Support, support.
Now McComiskey.
Support the ball, Ella, support.
Pressure coming through from Brisbane, and Harrison's pass is neat to find Buchanan. Slips through to Matos, who is slowed down by Delaharp, and the referee is quick to blow the whistle. First yellow card of the afternoon.
You have to go to that one so she can't get it back. Has to be quick. Everything else behind you is covered. You have to go to the central one.
I don't think she meant too much by it, but the tangle of legs of Delaharp just slowed the attack. So first yellow of the season. So a free kick opportunity, set piece for the Wanderers. Confirmation of that yellow card, and a couple of options standing over the ball, of course. Captain
Left-sided.
Yeah.
Amy Harrison just looking to organise her numbers in around the 18-yard box.
Can't go back to her, then go out the other side. Then we're fine.
Harrison's delivery into the dangerous area, nodded away by Woods, and Pringle has a bit of space to run into. The American Emily Pringle, 23 years old, spent her college career at the UCLA Bruins. But that one will trickle harmlessly out for a Wanderers goal kick.
Macca on the corner.
Well, for the Wanderers,
Sienna!
they're one of just two teams yet to find a clean sheet this season, them and Perth Glory. That's a heavy challenge through the back from McQueen, and the referee paused to see if advantage could be played. Wasn't the case.
Good job, Holly.
Yeah, just a little too heavy-handed from Holly McQueen on that occasion. Root drives inside. Chisari releases Harada, but Pringle is covering some distance this afternoon. Price. Her touch back to McComiskey. Makes her work for it. Harrison switches the point of attack. Here's Buchanan. And Matos. Inside to Silvesca. First time around the corner, searching again for the run of Matos, but perhaps that one asking a little too much. Danica Matos, the one player who has played every single minute for the Wanderers this season. She's tireless in that full-back position.
Good, got that, Macca. Support here. That's all right. Well done.
McComiskey comes across to tidy up at the back for the Wanderers. 25-year-old in her 30th A-League appearance tonight. Blissett hurried along by Price. Hoyos, who made her starting debut last week, had a very sound game.
Well done.
But good pressure shown by the Western Sydney Wanderers has Brisbane Roar turned possession over again. And there's a crowd that would be relatively happy with this scoreline. 30 minutes ticked over. Western Sydney, they're 1-0 up over Brisbane Roar, thanks to a Sienna Silvesca finish in the 7th minute. Wanderers no doubt would dearly love to extend their lead. As for Brisbane, they're looking for an equaliser. They're looking to get themselves back into this game. The Alex ball a little too direct. Well, Brisbane have been best in this 15 minutes, this little window we're in at the moment, from the 30-minute mark to half-time. Of the 35 goals they've scored this season, they've scored 10 in this little window of time. So something that the Wanderers need to be aware of, need to be switched on for. That cross is steered away by Western Sydney's defence. Chisari swivels, manages to get a touch away well. Hoyos is first to anticipate the pass. Well, you hear the shouts of Jeff Abrahams on the sideline telling Bronte True to stay, but True's got different ideas. Fairly even contest in the way of duels across the field. Listen. Now Yallett. Little give and go. Early searching ball is a good one, and Bronte True has a bit of work to do, gets the shot away, ricochets off the leg of Hoyos, but she keeps it alive, up and under, as that drops onto the roof of the net. Well, the 22-year-old Bronte True, her first ever A-League start. All 10 appearances prior to tonight came off the bench. Big shoes to fill rather, in the likes of Sophie Harding, who, as mentioned at the top of the game, is out this evening with a labrum tear, which she picked up last week. So you think that would be at least a couple of weeks for Harding. And disappointing for the Wanderers. Woods puts the head down and looks for a bit of space. Turns out back to Blissett. Now Krueger. Gets a touch, but pressure coming through hot from Kush LaRue. Offside flag goes up. A moment of reprieve for the Wanderers' defence.
Sit off a little bit. No, the goal kick, Kush. Next goal kick, sit off. Just go. Good. Yeah.
Nice little give and go between Harada and Rue, as Rue's lifted a ball up and in.
That was nothing.
Appeals for a free kick, nothing doing, says the referee. Nice play. Fryer can release Pringle.
Don't talk to me like that. I'm done.
That's a disgrace.
Don't talk to me like that. No.
I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about that.
I told him, leave it.
But if you told her, why didn't she give it? What's your job?
I said no foul, leave it, that's done.
She hit her after, but it's a foul.
Well, listening in intently to the conversation on the sideline between Jeff Abrahams and fourth official Mia Velade, who is copping an absolute earful this afternoon.
All right, well done, go Bronte.
Bit of an awkward one for Bronte True, who seems to have just clipped her head on the way down in that challenge. I don't think there was any malice in the coming together, the tangle of legs, but a bit of a painful one as she was collected on the way down. Well, today's game marks the 22nd meeting between the two teams over history of the competition. The results well and truly in Brisbane's favour. The Raw winning 15 of the previous encounters, as we have another look at this little tangle and just a heavy clash coming together. The Wanderers have only won 5 of these fixtures and only ever one draw between the two teams. And that time Kush LaRue is brought to ground. Not a great deal in it, but enough at pace. We'll see the Wanderers with a free kick. Well, Silvestre looks to be standing over the ball. Harrison wandering in as well. Wouldn't be surprised if Silvestre would look to try her luck from here. It's a long way out. but 7 goals for the season for the number 10. And she's in some seriously confident form at the moment. 2-player wall is set by Olivia Sakani. Plenty of good numbers in the box to aim for the Wanderers. Can they double their lead late in the first half? It'll be Silveska, near post. Sakani covers easily. Didn't quite have the leverage on the free kick that perhaps it needed. Long, quick release by Sakani. It's not a bad one, but excellent use of the body at the back there by Ella Buchanan. Just slowed the run of Grace Kualamu. So still Wanderers with possession.
Step, closer, Maka, closer, we go. Hurry.
Brisbane throw.
Maka, just be ready on the 19. Just be ready, you're fine, in good positioning.
Not much separating the teams in the way of possession, and Brisbane have definitely brought themselves back into the encounter. A few more meaningful shots on target, but the last few minutes it has largely been one-way traffic for the Wanderers. Blissett looking to change that. Krueger back to Blissett. Blissett wide to Pringle. Her touch, second one to tackle. Harada regains well, tidies up in the midfield for the Wanderers. First time pass is well done by Kushlaroo. The little give and go. This is better from Western Sydney. True drops to receive, and McQueen steps cleverly. Advantage play. That was a nice little flash forward by Western Sydney. Krueger. Desperation shown by Roo.
On it, come on, push.
Here's Woods. Daly's on the touch, just a little too long.
Nah, it didn't go. Come on, Krueger.
Woods. Good use of the body, Tish Woods. Trying to find Kualamu. All a little frantic at the moment. So 5 minutes to play in this first half at Wanderers Football Park. The home side with the lead. Pringle just assessing her options, finds Woods, but it's lifted up and under away. Only back to Izzy Hoyos at the back for the Raw. Now Blissett, who it's wonderful to see back in good form, recovering from an ACL rupture last season. Harrison sweeping at the back. The glancing header from Price. Blocked by True. Well, she's working hard, Bronte True. Again, Pringle just searching for an option, finds the feet of Kualamu.
Massive space right in the lane.
Come on, guys, let's go.
Well, it's been a busy opening half. 12 fouls across the course of the game, 6 apiece for each side. Well, the whistle rings out, a foul on Zara Krueger is deemed to have occurred, and yep, just a little pull of the shirt again by Chisari. Pringle has numbers forward, Kualamu. Yallop in the centre of the field. Pringle's cross read well by the Wanderers' defence. And it equates to nothing at the end for the Brisbane Roar. On what looked to be a promising flash forward. Emily Pringle working hard down this left-hand side for the Roar.
Pringle! Just keep going. No one's coming, just keep going. Zara, drop in!
We hear the instruction loud and clear there. We'll know exactly what Emily Pringle has been instructed to do. Off her head, Kualamu. Back to Pringle. Looking for a Brisbane shirt. Goes herself. Inside to Kualamu, neatly done. Grace Kualamu centering ball. Off the foot of Harrison, and Silvesca with a no-nonsense clearance.
Stay on your feet.
Push-la, throw-la, push-la, throw-la.
We can just go.
So it fizzles out down this bottom third, and Wanderers will set up for another goal kick. Still Brisbane setting their line fairly high. They're just starting to retreat here. Karma slips a little on the goal kick off the head of Rue.
Drop in, set up! And switch off! Go, go! Good,
Oh, get out of the way.
Fryer releases Delaharp. First time touch inside. Buchanan positioned well. McQueen, eyes up. Long delivery, top of the 18-yard box, but Karmas is there. So into the final minute of this first half. On a hot afternoon at Wanderers Football Park. It's the home side, and in what's been a solid performance by them, perhaps against the odds. Harada. Harrison just happy to relieve the pressure at the back, but it's back with a Roar attack. Yalla. Chisari now. Can't find the pass to Price. Woods looks inside to Delaharp. Yalla ricochets off the leg of Delaharp, and Buchanan chases down. In a battle with Deborah Ann Delaharp, as the fourth official indicates 2 minutes of stoppage time to play. 2 minutes for the Roar to find an equaliser in this first half. Matos. Well, they've absorbed the pressure well when they've needed to at the back, Western Sydney. And Brisbane haven't quite been able to fashion really meaningful chances in their final third. Here's Liv Price. Brisbane throw. Woods will take it quickly. It's done well. Skips off the boot of Yallop, and it's hooked away by the Wanderers' defence. In streams Kushlaroo. Her release pass is almost brought down by Silvesca, but the touch a little heavy. Long ball over the top. Harrison searching for the offside flag, doesn't come. And so Karmas just happy to see the first half out.
Just tuck in, close in. Let's go. Close it up.
True. Up against Hoyos. Now Krueger, True battling hard and does well to win possession again for her side. McComiskey. Her ball forward is good. The run from Price is checked cleverly by Blissett. Down the line from Blissett, and that's a fantastic centering pass from Kualamu. Now Woods looking to return the favour in like. So a hot afternoon, and a welcomed halftime whistle rings out There's plenty to enjoy about the first 45 minutes at Wanderers Football Park. There's a goal from Sienna Silvestre to open the account for the afternoon, which means we head into the half-time break with the Western Sydney Wanderers leading Brisbane Roar by 1-0.
I went a bit overboard with the last one, sorry about that. But like, there was a lot of stuff for a long time.
Well, this is how things got underway for the afternoon. As you see the sun just beating down, it was prodded forward, and Bronte True, she busied herself across the entire half, and this, perhaps she could have done a little better with the opportunity and maybe even had a bit more time than she thought she did. But nonetheless, she's been everywhere up top for the Wanderers. And again, another giveaway at the back by Brisbane. And on that occasion, Sienna Silvestre, she makes absolutely no mistake. A really coolly taken finish by the in-form striker, the 18-year-old. This one of the better chances for the Roar. It was a bit of a goalmouth scramble, but Brisbane couldn't manufacture a clean shot on target. They've had a few moments looking for the Roar, just not entirely convincing. And this too as well, just not cleared at the back post, at the near post rather. And maybe Grace Kualamu would take this shot herself if she had it again. So that's where things stand at the halftime break. So have a look at the halftime match stats, and really not too much separating the teams in the way of possession. 6 shots apiece, 3 on target for the Wanderers, 2 for Brisbane Roar. It's been a fiery, energetic match so far. Well, it's 1-0 at Wanderers Football Park in this round 15 Ninja A-League clash as the home side took a narrow lead into the half-time break. And it was a hard-fought battle in the capital last night as Canberra celebrated Heritage Round but couldn't celebrate all 3 points, as neither side able to take the win in the end. Here's a look at those goals and what each captain had to say at the end of this one.
Markovski. Now Bertolicio. Oh, nice behind the heel. Heyman's got space. She's got to beat one. Oh, no! Just gone wide. Well, gee, that was close. The scrambling defence of Central Coast Mariners. Beth Gordon and Brooke Nunn have a tangle, but Nunn comes away with it, and she's got such pace. Works her way through the midfield. Clever chip over the top for Panic. Panic has to beat Liz Anton. Panic can have a bing. Panic scores it. The Central Coast Mariners go 1-0 up at McKellar Park off a beautiful piece of play and a team goal by Brooke Nunn and Jade Panic. You can't get much better than that. Panic again, goes through the air. There's Panic, in fact, and a chance to go 2. Doesn't get there. Love the opportunity from Taylor Ray, whose eyes lit up when she saw Panic running at pace. As we enter the second half, Jade Panic scoring the first goal. Michelle Heyman, the Matilda striker, coming very close to evening things up for Canberra United. Here they go again. Markovski for the green machine, and Heyman just has to tow it into the net. Well, it was only a matter of time, and what an assist by Markovski. Heyman with the body fake to go right, but then sent it left. Alongside Nash. Nunn. Brooke Nunn puts the pace on. Gets around the corner, crossing ball over the top, and gee, that almost looked like it was going to curl in over Sally James. Heyman working on Nash. She's going to go back to Malone, over the top to Keane. Keane, swing and a miss. Well, she'd want that one back. Martin, over the top, curling in. And curling to the gloves of Sally James. Here it comes, Taylor Ray, straight to goal. Gee, this had power on it. 3 points means so much to both teams. Here comes Taylor Young. Taylor Young works through a crowd. Taylor Young has a ping off the post. There's chance for a follow-up. They can't get there. Mariners will get out of danger. Markovski. Markovski uses the footwork to get through to Keane. She's going to collect it back. Here they go. Dos Santos on top of the crossbar. Michelle Heyman, you needed the 3 points today. You didn't get them. Does the 1-1 draw feel like a fair result?
No, definitely not. Definitely thought there was a penalty right at the end, but we were very unlucky, you know, for the refs not to be able to see that. I thought it was a clear two-hand push in the back, which would have been, you know, a great opportunity for us to come away with the 3 points. But I guess that's football, and sometimes you get a little bit of unluck with you, and that was us today. But really proud of the effort. I think the second half we came out firing, and we really wanted to, you know, get those 3 points, especially for all the fans that we have here today for a very special day here in Canberra for the Heritage Round. So, you know, we had them cheering us on, but it just, yeah, it wasn't enough.
Bianca Galich, it was a tight contest out there tonight. A few opportunities on both sides. Did it feel like a fair result, the 1-1 draw?
I think it did. You know, they definitely had their opportunities, and so did we. Both teams hit the post, crossbar, everything you can imagine, and we got 1 goal apiece at the end of it. It was, you know, definitely not our game plan to get a draw out of today, but I think it was a fair result considering.
And you guys are in 5th position. You'll get 1 point tonight. That ties you with 4th, Brisbane Roar. What's the goal going forward for the next few rounds? Obviously, we're at the business end of the season. What's the plan among your side to continue the run into finals?
Yeah, I think it's just to build on the consistency that we already have, take out opportunities, get 3 points out of each game. You know, we haven't got much left of the season and every team's fighting for a finals position, and for us we want to be as high on the ladder as we can be, and we need goals and wins in order to do so. So that's our game plan.
I think so.
Well, it's 1-0 at half-time between the Western Sydney Wanderers and Brisbane Roar in this round 15 Ninja A-League clash. It's the home side in the lead as Sienna Silvestre, she found her 7th goal of the season in the 7th minute as she pounced on a Roar mistake. And she joins the race for the Golden Boot. Neatly taken finish to put the home side in front. And maybe fair to say a little unexpectedly so, given the dominance we've seen across large parts of the season for Brisbane Roar. But with the exception of last week's win for the Roar against Phoenix, they have had a little stumble prior to that one, losing 3 on the trot. And Alex Smith, the coach, spoke throughout the week about hoping that the win against the Phoenix could really turn things back around, find a bit more momentum. So a big 45 minutes coming up in Western Sydney. Temperature just starting to drop a little. You can see the clouds, the heavy clouds coming over Wanderers Football Park, hopefully with no rain, but definitely bringing a little reprieve to the players. Had a drinks break in the first half, which will follow suit in the second as well. And I imagine some changes pretty soon into the second half. Fresh legs for both sides. But it looks like a together Brisbane Roar, not panicking. Big 45 minutes ahead. Wanderers wanting to hold on to this lead. A-League's commentator Teo Pellizzeri enjoying the game out at Wanderers Football Park. As Georgia Ghirardello gets things underway, and it's Brisbane Roar looking for an answer, looking for a response, looking for an equaliser. So far the difference just the one goal. Saveska netting early in that first stanza. And so plenty of attacking options available on the bench this afternoon. For Western Sydney, of course, a pair of Talias, Talia Capitanellis and Talia Yunus, the youngster options who can come on up front. Holly Caspers as well is on the bench tonight for the Wanderers. I'm sure she'll be itching to get some minutes after a long period of time sidelined, as that's a poor giveaway at the back and a bit of shooting practice, fortunately, for Olivia Sakani. But again, Brisbane just gifting the Wanderers a chance, and not a chance that Western Sydney had created, but a poor pass at the back, straight into the feet of Ina Harada, who's certainly capable from distance. Hasn't scored in the A-League, Ina Harada, but she's proved her worth in the middle of the park for Western Sydney this season. Here's True. Harada. Plenty of Brisbane players to beat. Now Rue combines with True. McComiskey. Her pass finds Chisari. Faces forward, a little slip by Chisari. Wanderers throw.
Harry, stay on top of that there, Harry.
Get somebody to come help you.
Rue's throw finds the feet of Chisari, who again does well to face forward. McComiskey. That pass clever to True. Hoyos again has not looked out of place at the back for the Brisbane Roar. Someone who doesn't look out of place at A-League level is Sienna Saveska, the 18-year-old. Having a real breakout season this year. A-League appearance number 26 today for Saveska. A-League goal number 8. Not a bad return at all.
I know that you got that weather thing. I'll see you with that, we're in trouble.
Solid defending. Sees that one out for a Brisbane goal kick.
Stop! Sienna, no. All right, hold that.
Well, Bronte True looks a little worse for wear after that challenge. A little slow to get up. Well-timed slide came through from Tish Woods, but good to see True back to her feet.
All right, now we go, that's fine.
So Brisbane looking to play out from the back. Here's McQueen.
Come along.
Her long ball headed down by Buchanan into the path of Lainey Fryer. The switch comes through Yallop and now Blissett. Blissett's pass interrupted, but Yallop works hard to find it again. Matos. Fryer. Kulamu. Kulamu still just trying to find an option, find some space. And the pressure from the Wanderers sees Roar take possession all the way back to their defensive line. Here's Zara Krueger, runs into a bit of trouble. Now Harada. True again. Nice turn on the ball from Bronte True.
Other way, Bronte. All good, next job, Bronte. Next job.
Well, the sliding challenge, a little awkward. Chelsea Blissett relieves the pressure for the Brisbane Roar. Here's Krueger.
Follow the run.
Delahar. Delahar tries to find a way through, but only runs into the feet of Matos. Inside for Yallop. She's dangerous in these areas. Yallop cuts back onto her right. Still Yallop with the strike. Blocked by McComiskey. Now Woods. Releases Delahar. Prodded away by Buchanan. Needed some follow-up work by Harada. Oh, just some desperate tackles at the back from the Wanderers today. There's 16-year-old Isabella Hoyos making a very good account of herself in the Brisbane Roar defensive line. Just her 4th A-League appearance today for the 16-year-old.
Hey! This guy was blocking him. This guy was blocking him.
Organise there, central. Organise central. Right down!
Inner cover, Chisari, half.
Well, good pressure again from the Wanderers, just picking their point of when to press, when to try and pinch possession back, and it's caused a few headaches for the Raw defence. Here again, Chisari faces forward, cleverly so, still Chisari. Dishes it off to Rue, inside to Price, almost neatly done, but Yallop picks up possession. Little hand of apology coming through from Liv Price. Just a lunging challenge, rather, a little late. Of course, Tamika Yallop having an exceptional season for the Raw. She's gone from strength to strength this season, if that were possible. Fryer searching for the run of Kualamu. Harrison sees that out for a Brisbane throw. A little too casual, maybe, for Brisbane. True will give chase. Krueger has a bit of space. Looks inside, her pass to Woods. Blisser. She can drive forward too. Releases Pringle. Wanderers with some defensive work to do. Pringle, a little jink onto the left. Looks for the cross. Well, defended well in the end by the Wanderers. Western Sydney goal kick. Rue getting through a wealth of work this afternoon. Here's Yallop, can turn and face. Woods. Yallop again, her pass blocked by McComiskey. Buchanan and McComiskey once more. Tough one for Price to bring down. Silvestre dances over the ball. Well, shouts for the Brisbane players to push a little higher.
Sorry, stay in contact.
Harada's first touch lets her down on that occasion. And likewise, back from the Brisbane Raw defence. Western Sydney back with possession. Buchanan. Difficult one for Matos to handle.
Up in here. Good.
Brought down by Silvestre. Has two Brisbane Raw shirts hurrying her along. It's Chisari. Buchanan. Well, frustration ringing through the sideline. There's a wayward pass from Ella Buchanan. She's working hard to make up for it. Little drop of the shoulder from Kualamu. Krueger's centering pass is a little wasteful. That's fallen kindly to Tamika Yallop on the edge of the 18-yard box. What can she fashion? Lainey Fryer, first time shot, a dink over the head of Sham Khamis, but also over the crossbar. Well, just a little half chance for the Brisbane Raw. Dished off by Yallop. And just skimmed over the net.
Well done.
So Brisbane have clawed back a bit of possession into this second half. And Yella, if she has anything to say about it, will want more from her side. Delahab's centering ball is not a bad one at all. Still alive for Brisbane. The outstretched leg of Woods was not too far off. Just feels as though Brisbane are starting to find a little bit more quality in the final third. That's a nice delivery from Deborah Ann Delahab. And the outstretched leg of Tish Woods could only do so much.
Keep running at her!
But fair to say, neither side has really got a foothold in this game, as we just saw Holly Caspers warming up on the sideline. No doubt desperate to play a part in tonight's fixture. Fairly transitional game. Both sets of subs warming up. Here's Fryer. All the way back to Sakani. Hoyos finds Krueger. Brisbane looking to play out from pressure.
That's excellent, girls. Well done.
Push LaRue has pinched in well on that occasion.
Cesare!
Here's McComiskey. Comfortable to concede a bit of territory back to Harrison. He switches to Buchanan. Silvestre just running out of legs on that occasion. Woods, little glance over the shoulder. And push LaRue, well, she's covering some ground tonight. Well, it's fallen kindly to Matos. Pringle looking forward. That can only go sideways. Now backwards by Woods.
Yes, good. Force it back.
Lovely work by the young midfielder in Tish Woods, the 21-year-old. Really comfortable on the ball.
Yes, good.
She too having a really good quality season for the Raw.
Get out, get out.
Almost intercepted by Yallop as Woods will give chase. Does really well to win back possession for her side. Deep in their attacking third. Delahart just picking her pass. Picks out Krueger. Krueger's delivery only finds a Wanderer's head. Now True coming deep to help out her side.
That's the one. Press.
Hoyos, cool at the back.
Stay there, Sienna, stay.
Sakani's clearance weighted well, and Pringle retreats to pick it up. Quick throw, Rue, helped on by Price. Silvestre brought to ground, and the referee considers advantage. No advantage found. It will be a Wanderers free kick. This is a dangerous area as well, especially with the quality, the likes of Silvestre. No doubt Harrison involved in this free kick as well, and Liv Price perfectly capable.
Ball's in the penalty area.
Well, the two likely suspects in Amy Harrison and Sienna Silvestre looking to stand over this set piece. American Sakani, the shot stopper, just setting up her wall, asking for 3 in the wall. Plenty of Wanderers numbers forward. A second goal would be just what the home side are after. Can they find it? Silvestre, short, Narrow on the ground, just scuffs its way through into the arms of Sakani. Not too threatening in the end at all. Buchanan finds Jasari inside, who turns out of danger really well. Buchanan again, just assessing the options and retreats to Harada. Finds Price. Komisky now. And Rue. Good battle between Lainey Fryer and Ina Harada. But that pass a little wasteful. Just the 4 shots on target for the Wanderers, 2 to Brisbane Raw. That ball over the top is not a bad one. Bronte True looking to manufacture something. But the 16-year-old Hoyos has done enough. It was a good look over the top. The delivery not bad at all. Just enough presence, just enough physicality from the young defender. Did really well on that occasion. So 30 minutes remain, 60-minute mark has ticked over. As the referee says, nothing doing on that occasion. Brisbane Raw looking to stream forward now. Final 30 minutes and the question of what the Raw can produce. Here's Pringle. Good turn of speed. Pringle's cross has to be good. Finds Matos only. Drops to Krueger. Krueger's shot just splayed off the leg. Now Silvestre looks to break quickly. Centering ball is not a bad idea to True. Just had one to beat, but again, it's Hoyos who's positioned well. Sakani too, off her line cleverly, the 26-year-old.
Take it on halfway for me, please.
Yeah, on loan from Racing Louisville this year in the NWSL. Well, the throw from Matos is going to trickle all the way through, right into the bottom corner. The Wanderers really need to lock in and keep Brisbane in their own defensive third. Kalamu. Little combination, tangle of legs, but Yallop is back to her feet. Coolly done by Woods, really nice work. Now Yallop tearing away, but her pass only into the path of McComiskey. Krueger can face forward, backs to Blissett. Blissett's ball over the top to Pringle. Nice texture on the delivery. Wanderers goal kick. Well, swings and roundabouts in possession. Brisbane just edging the Wanderers. But really it's a question of how can you be effective with the ball at your feet. And for Brisbane, they've just got a little over 25 minutes to find an answer to that. There won't be another clean sheet tonight for the Raw. They've got 5 for the season, one of the best across the league. And as mentioned in the first half, the Wanderers, along with Perth, they don't have a single clean sheet yet. So plenty to play for in this final 25. A win for the Wanderers tonight. Well, unfortunately for them, it wouldn't move them off the foot of the table, but it would give them an important 3 points and a bit of confidence, a bit of personal pride coming into the latter end of the season. A win for Brisbane, on the other hand, would really look to consolidate their spot in finals football. crept through to Matos. She's certainly got the engines, but on that occasion can't quite keep the ball in.
Little deeper, Bronson, little deeper. Narrow.
Of course, there's another game being played concurrently. It's Sydney FC, last year's champions, up against Western United. In the 67th minute of that game, Sydney FC are trailing by a goal to 2. Chloe Lagazzo opening the scoring at that one. Mackenzie Hawkesby equalising, only for Carly Johnson to stream back in. But for now, all focus here on Zara Krueger as she is driving into the 18-yard box for the Raw. Tamika Yallop, that's exactly who you want on the ball. Pringle finding an option. Delivery in from Blissett is not a bad one. Drops to Matos as Yallop goes to ground. Pressure relieved at the back.
Yeah. Just start halfway for me. Thank you.
So first changes of the afternoon just been readied at the sideline. And it will be Grace Kualamu making way on another good shift for the 17-year-old. She's been replaced by Tanae Morris. Just her third of the season for the 20-year-old Morris. A good attacking player out of Adelaide. And former young Matilda as well. And she'll have a good chunk of 25 minutes or so to try and impact this encounter. Brisbane desperate for an equaliser. Chisari has her pocket picked. Here's Morris to substitute. Little shove from Chisari. Nothing too subtle about that. Krueger. Switches to Woods and now Blissett. Woods and back to Blissett. Nice little give and go. Heavy contact on the edge of the box. Shakes it away. Krueger. She gets the shot away. Not a bad one at all. Zara Krueger. That is special. And what dramatic fashion to get her team back on level terms. That is a wonderful finish by the 18-year-old. And the team celebrates accordingly. That is one she will remember. Centering pass, she had a little look up, didn't hesitate, got the shot away. It's a beautiful strike. Well, frustration from Sham Karmas, but fair to say, absolutely nothing Karmas could have done on that occasion. And there's the equaliser. Well, it's her first of the season and second ever A-League goal for Zara Krueger. Spent a bit of time at Sydney FC last year, but has returned to the Brisbane Roar. And that could be a crucial goal in the season's complexion. And so the sub, Tanae Morris, good energy has come on. And perhaps that's what Brisbane needed, just a little passage of fresh legs, an injection of attacking intensity. Really wonderful finish from Zara Krueger. So the second drinks break of the afternoon is just coming to an end. It was a nice build-up play by the team as well. Good little give and go. Shouts for a penalty. Referee shook that one away, and that has come off sweetly off the boot of Krueger. A very measured celebration, nearly no celebration from the young midfielder. But that finish, it deserved one. And so we're back on level terms at Wanderers Football Park. This sets things up for an exciting finish in the final 20 minutes or so of play. A goal in either half. And only one draw ever played out between these two teams, which actually wasn't all that long ago. But of their 22 meetings, Only one draw.
Yeah, we're going to have a
So
sub,
if
please. for Western
history and
Sydney.
stats are anything to suggest, then we will see a result this afternoon as we turn to the sideline for the second change of the afternoon. Talia Yunus will take to the field of play, replacing Liv Price. It's a good showing from the experienced Liv Price.
Yeah, good.
And 12 years her junior, Talia Yunus, for her 15th appearance. Yet to score a goal in the A-League is Yunus, but she's one that's been touted a very promising future in the game of Australian football. So how can the Wanderers reply? 20 minutes to play. Kush LaRue puts on the afterburners, but it's good use of the body by the American Pringle.
Oh, no dramas, next job.
Gee, we had 2 for the drinks break as well.
So it wasn't quite the afternoon for Grace Kualamu up front for Brisbane Roar. Worked hard but couldn't really get involved in play, but fair to say that's been largely the story of Brisbane this afternoon. Just haven't had that final piece of quality they've needed. Enter Zara Krueger. What a strike that was. The give and go from Yallop results in a Wanderers throw. Rue will go back to Harrison.
Go on, lady, go on, lady, go on, lady.
Pressure coming through from Brisbane. You hear the shouts from the sideline. Now Matos cuts inside. Chisari, neatly done by the Wanderers. Just got out of a little spot of bother.
Go today.
Cannon back to Harrison again. Shouts from the Brisbane bench, wanting their team higher on the field. That pass is a lovely release ball to find Bronte True. She can get her eyes up. The centering pass is a quality one. Saveska lining up, looking for a second. Still with the Wanderers. And Yunus looking for her first ever A-League goal. Well, that presented as a very good opportunity, both for Saveska and for Yunus. Well, scrambling defence came across and just did enough from Hoyos to put Yunus off her strike. Isabella Hoyos has been excellent again this afternoon. But still, Brisbane, some defending to do. So Veska, the in-swinger, the left boot. Drops, prodded away. Harrison into the arms of Sakani and into the back of the net. But the arm is up, the offside flag is up. It won't count. Well, anticlimactic moment for the Western Sydney Wanderers at home. It was a great follow-up strike from Amy Harrison, but she was quick to look to the assistant referee. Goal scratched off. Perhaps a get-out-of-jail-free card for Brisbane. Still 1 goal apiece. Krueger, the goal scorer, fouled. Saveska comes over to apologise. Well, Krueger looks a little worse for wear, and it's a nasty knock to the knee. You can see on the replay just a heavy contact to the side. Well, good to see Zara Krueger back to her feet. The foul count climbing on both teams. Brisbane looking to mount an attack in their attacking half. Inside finds Woods. Her switch is a little short and Matos hooks it away. Still with Brisbane. Fryer Krueger and back to McQueen. Krueger again. To the feet of Della Harp and inside to Fryer. Neat turn from Fryer. Nice tidy play from Brisbane. Looking to find a way forward. Here's Pringle. Sizes up her opposition. Cross in the box is a quality one at that. And not too far off at all, I tell you, for Tanae Morris. She snuck in at the near post. Good delivery. Tough angle to finish from. Another change on the sideline coming through, and Bronte True can be really pleased with her performance this afternoon. She toiled hard, and this is a very welcome return to Holly Caspers. The 25-year-old, in just her second appearance this season in the Ninja A-League, she played 9 minutes over 70 days ago.
Press here.
Got a toe injury that has kept her sidelined. But she's got about 15 minutes here tonight to try and impact this one. Very warm welcome back to Holly Caspers. And the touch of Danica Matos has let her down on that occasion, but a pretty difficult one to bring under control.
You can probably handle this one. Go, go, go!
Watch your run, Anna! Anna, watch here!
Okay, hold next one. Come on, keep going.
So the Wanderers in their attacking half. Under 15 minutes remain. Matos inside to Harada. Finds McComiskey in space. Her ball nodded away by Hoyos. Not a bad play here by the Wanderers. The run of Eunice. The setter-in ball does find Caspers. Her touch not too bad. Hoyos works hard at the back. Alert to the danger is the 16-year-old.
Yeah. Enough, enough.
Well, good strength shown by Isabella Hoyos again. Nonetheless, Wanderers corner. Eunice goes short, finds Silvesca on the left boot. The wand of a left boot off the chest, waved away by the referee. Shouts for a handball. Here's another look at the shouts, but indeed the arms of Tamika Yallop were pinned tight to her chest. Lady Fryer. Della Harp's ball. Chisari, she's been everywhere this afternoon for Western Sydney. And Buchanan, back to Chisari. Has a great ability, Amy Chisari, to face forward when she receives possession. Wonderful habit for the young midfielder. Silvesca, off the boot of Eunice, and Silvesca again. The youngsters combining. Eunice, smooth on the ball. Just looking to fashion a bit of space. Harada has Yallop to beat. Threads it out to McComiskey. The inside ball just poked through. Finally dealt with by Brisbane's defence. Shouts for Tanae Morris to hurry the Western Sydney defence. But still, the Wanderers, they bomb forward. Push LaRue, she's won her team a corner. Haven't been the most prolific off corners this season. Western Sydney scored just twice off corners. And Brisbane, on the other hand, have been extremely tight defensively from corners. So the question, can the Wanderers make something of this? Delivery is good quality. Harrison at the far post, seen away by Brisbane's defence. Play it down in the box. Referee Georgia Ghirardello quickly whistles this one to a close. And not a good sign here. Lainey Fryer clutching the back of her head. Well, concerning signs, of course, Sian Fryer out with a season-ending ankle injury. Twin sister Lainey, who's been in exceptional form. We'll get another look here. Just a heavy coming together. And a bit of whiplash perhaps into the ground. Hopefully nothing too serious. Physios, doctors doing all necessary checks as we tick over into the final 10 minutes of regulation time.
No, she's the
one that's coming on.
Can we just make it now?
Yeah, we'll do it now.
Returning to the bench for another change for the Brisbane Roar. It'll be Tamar Levin ready in at the side. Good to see Fryer sitting back up. Oh, it's danger zone here for the Western Sydney Wanderers. They've conceded the most of their goals in the final 15 minutes. Perhaps just fatigue, not being able to see out games. Can Brisbane Roar find their way back into this one for a winner? Just a heavy clash there. Good to see Lainey back to her feet. But she will be replaced, her last involvement for the afternoon, as Tamar Levin, she takes the field for her 9th appearance this afternoon, the 20-year-old. Well, 2 goals for the year, a couple of impressive ones at that. And so with a little under 10 minutes to try and find the winner this afternoon. First touches for Levin. Jasari has won back possession again. Neatly done on the ball by Harada. Ball over the top is excellent, and if anyone has the legs, it's Matos, but on that occasion, a little too much asked of her.
Yeah, so it's just a regular one. Yeah, cool. Thank you. Yeah, that's fine. This is a normal one. Yeah.
Second balls, DA.
The goal kick scuffed through the legs of McQueen. Harada disguises the pass to Nakomiski. Eunice, really well done on the ball, good strength shown, good awareness. Eunice releases, but can't find Silvesca. Well, it certainly hasn't been the convincing 4-0 we saw from Brisbane the last time these two teams faced each other. Brisbane just trying to find a way to return to that good form they had earlier on in the season. One of the best attacks in the league, 35 goals for the season for the Roar. Harrison shrugs off the attempts of a couple of Roar players, but her pass is a little disappointing. Does get the free kick in the end.
Oh, it's a foul, but like you can't go like advantage and then
Well, the goal tonight for Brisbane does in fact propel them into the best scoring record in the league, 36 for the season. Melbourne City closely behind on 35. Harada still looking forward here for the Wanderers.
Great ball. Well done, Sienna. No dramas. No dramas. Excellent. Well done.
Silvesca's ball protected out by Delahaye. The line high here for the Wanderers, setting an intent. You can see Holly Casper's leading the line here, steering McQueen the direction she wants her to go. Not a bad touch there by Tanae Morris, but just a little close to the Wanderers' defence.
Yes, yes!
Leave it, Talia.
Yallop is brought to ground. See Matos just coming through the back. Not a huge amount in it, but enough contact. Deemed by the referee. So the free kick count continues. 10 to Western Sydney, 8 to Brisbane. Yallop strings a pass forward. Dealt with again at the back by Western Sydney. I spoke about it at the top of the game. In the last 5 games, Western Sydney Wanderers have conceded 12 goals.
Close that line, close that line.
Focus on defence and tightening things up at the back, and they've certainly done that today. Pringle. Her pass blocked. Woods working hard to win back for Raw. They've got a couple of numbers forward here. Pringle sees Morris. Has Woods as an option. Krueger again tries her luck from distance a second time. That one a little ambitious perhaps. Final 5 minutes of play. Well, given how well she hit the first one, perhaps you can understand trying her luck on the second. 10 shots for Western Sydney to Brisbane's 13. Less of those on target, however. Krueger, the goal scorer, releases Blissett, who's found some really good space on this left side this afternoon. Blissett's centering pass, neatly done at the back by Buchanan. Chisari makeshifts a clearance, but only as far, and now Pringle can get a good cross into the box. Yallop's head doesn't have the trajectory to steer that back down. Still alive for Brisbane. For that pass from the Queen. A little disappointing. Chisari. Oh, bobbling ball. Both teams struggling to bring it to ground. Buchanan. Side to Harada, and the Wanderers can look to try and settle things, but the pressure is coming through from Brisbane. Possession won back by 11. Shouts from the Brisbane players, but it will be a Wanderers throw. Some Raw fans in the crowd at Wanderers Football Park. Good to see. A couple of Matilda shirts as well, as always. Possession won back in the midfield. Here's Matos. Releases the run of Caspers, and it's intelligent. It's a first-time finish around the corner from Holly Caspers. And it's poetic. 70 days sidelined, her first appearance back, and Holly Caspers finishes for her Wanderers. It's a celebration fueled by relief and emotion, and understandably so. Holly Caspers is so warmly welcomed back by her side. Wanderers take the lead. Well, it's a huge moment for the home team. Double thumbs up from Holly Caspers. Her first appearance back in 71 days. An 88-minute finish. And what a moment for Western Sydney. And so timed the enemy for Brisbane. And it was a lovely bit of play by the Western Sydney Wanderers. The pass to find the run of Caspers, and the intelligence for Caspers to hit that first time around the corner to beat the on-rushing goalkeeper. Really clever stuff. Yalla looking for a right of reply. Similar kind of delivery, but Harrison is alert to the danger.
Sub. No, next one, sorry.
Delaharp, her cross into the box. Not a bad one, falls into a dangerous area. Sham Karmas well off her line. Comes out to collect. Bodies everywhere.
Yep.
Well, it was an excellent ball in by Delaharp. Just escaped the outreached head of Maddie McComiskey, and Tish Woods to ground, Harada to ground, Harrison to ground. Karmas as well, who still looks to be in a bit of discomfort.
Sienna.
You guys ready for the sub? Alex.
So another substitute being readied on the sideline.
All right, 17 for 14.
And late in the game, it'll be Evie Popadinova replacing Zara Krueger, the goal scorer. Excellent shift by the young midfielder. And Popadinova in her 12th appearance of the season. Well, she's a real live wire. She doesn't have long, but she'll look to make a difference in the dying moments of the game. This is another look at the clash. They're coming together. Again, a wonderful delivery from Della Hart.
A bit deeper defensively, all right? There'll be an extra one in there, so just drop one, drop one. Hey, nothing changes with the ball. You're all good.
So plenty of time added at the end of this one. 6 minutes of stoppage as Sham Karmas is still looking a little dazed and confused. And the Wanderers at home, desperate to hold on to this lead. Keely Segacic just going through the motions on the sideline, warming up if needed. Of course, Segacic played a little earlier in the season when Karmas received a red card. That's a really well-taken sliding challenge from Talia Younis, releasing the run of Holly Caspers. Can she make it too? She's got a couple of Brisbane defenders to beat. Runs into McQueen. But you could just hear the energy lift at Wanderers Football Park.
Yep, 13 for 10.
She's looked really bright since coming on. Another change at the sideline. How about that for a challenge from Talia Younis? But it will be Sienna Silvesca who opened the scoring this afternoon. She's making way for Talia Capetanellis. The 20-year-old with a goal for the season. And that's a great shift from Silvesca. Capetanellis has looked really good when coming off the bench for the Wanderers this year. Here's Caspers. Slowed down by 11, bodied off the ball. Brisbane will look to play quickly. So 3 minutes of the allotted 6 stoppage. 3 minutes for Brisbane to find a way back into the game, to find an equaliser. Blissett goes long. Popadinova glances forward, helps along, and Buchanan softens the touch to Matos. No nonsense clearance. Jasari. Capetanellis, fresh legs. McQueen goes to ground. Well-timed challenge. So Matos will take her time jogging over to this throw-in. And should this result stand, Brisbane will drop into 5th position, 5 points behind Adelaide, and in front of them, nudged ahead, will be Western United, should that other concurrent game remain as is, which has Western United leading Sydney FC. Western Sydney, they'll remain at the bottom of the table if the result remains, but they can be buoyed by what has been a valiant performance. Looking to add another to the afternoon. Sakani, easy pickings. No time, the enemy for Brisbane. Sakani throws to Blissett. Blissett looking forward, delivers, searching for Levin, but it's pushed back into the Wanderers' attacking half. Eunice, Chisari. Nicely done by Western Sydney. Push LaRue has been tireless all afternoon. Just slows things down, gets her foot on the ball. Inside finds Chisari. She's had an excellent showing. Chisari again. Poked away by Brisbane, and once more the Wanderers will take their time, as much of it. 20-year-old Amy Chisari. A monstrous effort in the midfield this afternoon for Western Sydney. Wanderers throw. Poached back to Brisbane. Shouts of drop from the sideline. Harrison. Well, she's tried her luck, and Sakani, alert to the danger, plucks that one from the sky. Final 20 seconds of that 6 minutes remains. Levin. Woods releases the pass to Pringle, does really well to keep that in on the touchline. Emily Pringle. Push LaRue goes to ground. Solid defending by Rue on that occasion. This time she's felled by Tish Woods. Well, the 6 minutes of stoppage time has elapsed. And there is the final whistle at Wanderers Football Park. Just a second win of the season for the Western Sydney Wanderers. And look just how much it means to them. Special moments, special scenes. Goals thanks to Sienna Saveska in the first half. An equaliser, we saw a special strike from Zara Krueger in the second. But it was Holly Caspers on her return to the side after 70 days sidelined with an injury. And it's just the 6th time the Western Sydney Wanderers have defeated the Brisbane Roar. A big upset in the complexion of the season. So it finishes at Wanderers Football Park with the home side happy with all 3 points. It's Western Sydney Wanderers 2, Brisbane Roar 1. Well, handshakes and smiles from the home side. As Brisbane, for the 4th time in 5 games, loses this one away from home.